Hi, I'm Elia Soren, a trance vocalist and music producer mainly rooted in symphonic prog metal. But I love stepping outside the box, blending genres and experimenting with different sound and styles. For the first minute of each video, while I'm introducing myself, you hear one of my original tracks playing in the background. Right now you are hearing one of them. Each time it will be a different song, and you can see a thumbnail on screen if you would like to check it out. I also have playlists with my music on the channel, so feel free to explore if you are curious. Now a quick note about the format of these videos. I originally planned to do full reaction style content, but due to copyright restrictions, especially with video footage, that approach doesn't really work here. So instead I will be focusing on shorter, more concise reviews, sometimes without showing the original visuals. That said, I actually like this format. It lets me focus more on the music itself and keep things to the point. Plus, I want to cover as many of my favorite Eurovision entries as possible before the semi-finals and the grand finale. So this way I can share more with you in less time. Alright, let's get into the review. Today I want to briefly review the Belgian entry ESSYLA, I'm actually not sure how to pronounce her name, Dancing on the Ice. This is actually one of my favorite songs this year, and I really want to highlight it. As someone who isn't usually a big fan of pop music, I would honestly love to see European pop moving more in this direction. There was a time when I really didn't enjoy trends like Eurodance, and Eurovision itself used to be difficult for me to watch because of how much kitsch there was. But ESSYLA and many of the newer entries feel like a completely different quality. It's still pop, still electropop, but created by truly skilled professionals. There's elegance, lightness, and genuinely excellent vocal work. Yes, vocally, this is actually really interesting. ESSYLA is not going for a big, fully rounded tone, it's much more speech-like and forward, which makes it feel very direct and modern. The tone itself is quite clean, slightly breathy in places and very much in a contemporary pop style. Not really a big vocal, more intimate and controlled. I would rate ESSYLA's vocal ability very highly. In the piano version, where the arrangement is much more minimal and the voice is fully exposed, you can really hear an exceptional level of control. She plays with tone color, with small details, with subtle nuances. It's very refined. The song Dancing on the Ice actually reminds me a bit of Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake. Mainly in the rhythmic feel, but also somewhat in the harmonic and melodic concept. Of course, ESSYLA's track is more melodic and vocally richer, and I'd say she operates on a higher vocal level, although I do like Justin Timberlake as well. Vocally, everything stays very close and very integrated into the mix. The entries are soft, controlled, and the tone is consistently resonant and pleasant to listen to. What I really like is that she keeps playing with vocal color all the time. There's a lot of interpretation. At moments, it feels slightly provocative, almost teasing, and she moves between sitting right on the beat and floating around it. And that's what creates the sense of life. It feels present, not mechanical. I hear quite a bit of stylistic phrasing here. She's not just following the beat strictly. There's a bit of flexibility in how she delivers the lines. And of course, one of the biggest strengths of the song is the layering of vocals. It adds depth, atmosphere, and keeps the listener engaged throughout. This is one of those songs where the vibe and atmosphere matters more than vocal power. But at the same time, the vocal technique is really strong underneath it all. Thank you very much for today and see you in the next video.